I got a call from someone while I was editing this video. I was planning for this to be just another day in my life as a private chef, but that's when, let's call him Justin, had called me letting me know that he was in need of work if I had any extra hours. My plan for this video was quite literally to complain about how exhausted and overworked I feel. Like I have clients coming out of my ears. I think that's the saying. When I was reminded by Justin's call that just a few months ago I was very desperate for work and money was very, very tight. If you know a little bit about my story, you know that 4 years ago when I was 19, I moved to California, opened a business, and I got an investor. For the last 4 years, I've been owning and operating a pretty successful and sizable company. Unfortunately, when you don't do your due diligence and you rush into things, sometimes you have to learn lessons the hard way. And my lesson would be giving up majority ownership and owning a minority of the company that I 100% operate. Anyways, there's no reason to mope on the past. I've learned lessons and I've learned a lot. And now we are working for ourselves as a private chef and honestly happy for the first time in a while. I'm getting back to Justin, but it's onwards and upwards from here. I feel very excited for the future. Actually, one of my goals this year is to become a content creator, and I opened my email inbox to one of my first brand deals, so I feel very, very excited. Circling back to Justin, days after I'd been delivered the news that my business would no longer be mine, a good friend of mine had taken me out to a new restaurant in the neighborhood, and we were gonna get a glass of wine. Silently in my head, I was feeling stressed about spending money, and it felt irresponsible. I was looking at the bread and soup options when Justin, a former and beloved employee of mine, had walked from behind the counter of the restaurant and handed me a glass of wine and just said thank you. Thank you for offering him work when he needed work. Truly, that glass of wine meant so much to me. I guess it just felt like the universe telling me, hey, we appreciate you and everything you've done the last 4 years didn't just go down the drain. And also, everything's gonna be okay. So I guess the universe is telling me once again to feel grateful for the work that I currently have and to also always extend a glass of wine or a helping hand when I can.